Big day at Hawthorn, Tommy Brown. Some of the coaching decisions for next year have been made a bit more clear.
Rosie, an historic press conference and an historic announcement at Hawthorn just minutes ago. They've announced, Jeff Kennett, that Alastair Clarkson will coach out his contract until the end of 2022, when he will be succeeded by Sam Mitchell. Collingwood was the catalyst for this decision. Their interest in Mitchell due to speak to Collingwood this week, but it brought forward Hawthorn's discussions at board level over the last 2 or 3 weeks, which Alastair Clarkson instigated himself. And Jeff Kennett said he doesn't smell the liniment in these types of roles. He makes decisions on behalf of the club for the future of the club. And he made a calculated decision, the board did, to end Clarkson at the end of 2022 and bring on Mitchell. In terms of the quote of the press conference, Rosie, it was at the end when Alastair Clarkson half joked, that Kennett had to come back twice to eventually get him, which of course was a reference to the fact that Jeff Kennett, back around 2006 or 2007, famously at one stage wanted to sack Alastair Clarkson. That didn't work out that time, but he sort of got him, well, he half got him this time. So an orderly process. The obvious question now, Rosie, will be whether another club will approach Alastair Clarkson and try and, in effect, poach him now, because obviously these handovers can get messy and the responsibilities can get a bit grey. In particular, obviously, Collingwood, you think, would be interested. Alastair Clarkson gave a firm indication, reasonably firm indication, that he wouldn't take approaches from other clubs, that it was with a bit of a qualification, and Jeff Kennett said they'd cross that bridge if it came to it. So, in effect, you wouldn't say that Alastair Clarkson's on the coaching market, but I think there's little doubt that other clubs could now sound him out, as they have done for some time throughout his career over the next few months, perhaps obviously Collingwood and perhaps even Carlton. So it's an intriguing situation, but at least officially, Alastair Clarkson will coach Hawthorn until the end of next year as part of an organised handover to Sam Mitchell, who succeed Clarkson the following year, 2023. He'll coach in 2022 Sam Mitchell, the Box Hill Hawks.
And have we heard anything from Sam today?
Yeah, Sam spoke as well. He's obviously very pleased by the announcement. Just for some context, in his press conference, Sam Mitchell, Alastair Clarkson, Justin Reeves, the Hawthorn CEO, and Jeff Kennett, the El Presidente. And Sam didn't obviously expand on the situation as much as Alastair Clarkson, but he's enormously pleased. He's going to continue in his role at the Box Hill Hawks and also get his hands quite involved in recruiting at Hawthorn, because obviously he's got an eye on the future. And they've already spoken, Clarkson and Mitchell, yesterday about how they'd divvy up those responsibilities. And Sam Mitchell also made the point that he was a bit uncomfortable talking to Hawthorn without raising the issue, talking to Collingwood without raising the issue with Hawthorn first. So Hawthorn have jumped on the front foot, said, no, cancel your talks with Collingwood. We'll now think about the next period of time. Jeff Kennett adamant that 18 years or so in any role is a long time. He wants to set up the club for the next 5 and 10 years. Kennett also made a very frank admission. He's been saying the silverware was only 2 or 3 years away this year, Jeff Kennett, which is admirable, but he did say today that perhaps realistically it's longer, 5 or 10 years, and it's not realistic for Alastair Clarkson to be there for 28 years in total. They need to get a fresh set of eyes in for the next 5 to 10 years, and that person is Sam Mitchell. So Alastair Clarkson looking forward at the end of all this to concentrate on what he described as the 5 Fs, which included family, his farm, friends and fitness and the like, and he's going to concentrate on those areas of his life.
What about a few frothies in there as well?
Maybe
that's number 6.
I don't know if Clark is a frothies man, Rosie, but
after this, come on.
I think he's a coaching man. I think someone will grab him, but I'm sure he might enjoy a few frothies at some stage as well.
Hopefully. All right. Thank you, Tommy, and we'll hear you tomorrow on Listener as well with your regular Wednesday update.
Can't wait. Thanks, Rosie.